What's up, Pauper Storm fans? Bryant Cook, and I am excited to be playing one of my favorite Pauper decks. It might honestly be my second favorite Pauper deck after Cycle Storm. I'm talking about Pauper Twiddle Storm. Traditionally, this deck is a deck that plays a card that we are not playing tonight, which is Muddle the Mixture. Muddle the Mixture is super cool because it has Transmute, which means that it can search up this card that is crucial to our deck, Ideas Unbound. But we're not playing Muddle tonight, which means we cannot search up Ideas Unbound. Why would we do that to ourselves? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. So a theory that I've had for a while is that this deck, it struggles mid-combo sometimes, and you just get these big fizzles where you have too many lands in hand or a series of other things, and that can be a little bit defeating. And on top of that, this deck takes a long time to win. So we're looking to solve both of those problems with one easy fix, which is the card Tolarian Winds, a card from Urza's Saga, where we can discard the cards in our hand and draw that many cards. So when I first started playing this deck, this card wasn't viable because you need Psychic Puppetry in your hand to splice onto Ideas Unbound or Peer Through Depths to continually make more mana, draw cards, etc. And you can't afford to discard Psychic Puppetry. Well, I was one of the innovators behind just adding this broken card Brainstorm to our deck. So you can set it up so that way you brainstorm the Psychic Puppetry on top and then, discard all the lands you drew, keep on comboing. That's the idea here. And I think that's going to be a big improvement, and I wanted consistency with finding that, so I added in Merchant Scroll. And Merchant Scroll is really interesting because how this deck works. So let's get back to the basics. If you're unfamiliar with Pauper Twiddle Storm, this is a deck that wants to play a Simic Growth Chamber or an Izzet Boilerworks, and then enchant it with Market Festival or Dawn's Reflection, so that way the land taps for 4 mana. From there, we can play cards like Ideas Unbound or Peer Through Depths with Psychic Puppetry to generate 1 mana on every arcane spell cast. That's the core of this deck. And then eventually you win the game using Stream of Thought. So Stream of Thought's really nice in this deck because it's part of our Storm engine, but it's also our win condition. So we're going to mill ourselves, not the opponent, mill ourselves for 4 cards, and then shuffle Ideas Unbound and Peer Through Depths back into our deck over and over and over again. Eventually, we build up so much mana from these arcane spells with our lands, continually adding, or these enchantments continually adding onto our lands. We build up to 50 or so mana and we deck our opponent with Stream of Thought. Because for every 1 mana, it's essentially a card. So Stream of Thought is really powerful in this deck. So let's circle back to this Merchant Scroll. Well, when you're running Merchant Scroll on a deck with 4 Dream Script in it, once this land makes 4 mana, that means every Merchant Scroll in your hand is +1 mana as well, which is really interesting. On top of getting broken cards like Brainstorm or the main deck Giga Drowse, sorry, I forgot its name for a second, versus Fairy decks, and just to tap them down. We also have a Snap to slow down other decks, so it's pretty interesting. If we're running Merchant Scroll, we could be running a card like Words of Wisdom as our win condition. But I think Words of Wisdom is still worse than Deep Analysis in our deck with Tolarian Winds in it. But also, one of the nice things about Stream of Thought is in past videos, and I mean, it's been 6 months or so since I've recorded this deck, so I don't blame you if you haven't seen it. But you can Stream of Thought yourself for a whole bunch. Like, let's say you get up to 30 or 40 mana, but you can't win the game yet. So something you can do is Stream of Thought yourself, and then just mill your entire deck into Deep Analysis. And then once your entire deck has been milled, you pick the perfect 4 cards, and you can build a Doomsday-esque pile where you flashback Deep Analysis, get into your pile, and then win the game. That's the idea here. So that's what we're looking to do. I think that covers it. If you have any questions or suggestions, etc., put those down below. But I think that covers the deck tech. If you've never seen this deck before, I have plenty of videos on this deck here on this channel. Definitely go try them out. I believe the last list I played, I was trying a Boreal Grazer in it, and I ended up not liking that. And I've also done some testing around the holiday season with some Explorers in the deck as well. But today we're returning to Dream Script because of Merchant Scroll. I actually bought 3 foil Merchant Scrolls specifically for this video. Our sponsor Card Hoarder doesn't offer foils for rent, and while I wasn't going to be caught dead playing a Whiteboarder card, so here we are. I have 4 foil Merchant Scrolls now. I hope you enjoy it. Just jokes. But Yeah, moving on to the sideboard, we have Weather the Storm for the various burn decks in the format, Moment's Peace for Bogles and other aggro decks. Prohibit's interesting because it's one of the few counter spells that can actually counter Spellstutter Sprite in the format. If you're unfamiliar with Pauper, Spellstutter Sprite is a key spell out of the blue decks, and it's so frustrating being a combo player in this format because none of the spells that you have actually interact well against Spellstutter Sprite, with the exception being Pyroblast or Red Elemental Blast. And it's so frustrating that you're essentially pigeonholed into running red specifically for beating Spellstutter. But because we're a Merchant Scroll deck, I'm going to try Prohibit tonight. I normally run red just for Pyroblast, but I'm going to try this Prohibit tonight and see how it goes. We have a Blink of an Eye as a bounce spell that can also cantrip, which is pretty interesting. You could run Repeal, but Blink's bounce isn't conditional to how much mana you have, so I think I like this a little bit more. Additional copies of Giga Drowse, Dispel, and Hydroblast. That's what I've got. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the first match. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to click that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. That said, there's no better way of showing your support than becoming a member of this channel. You get sweet perks, and we get to keep making combo content. The perks get better and better each level you go up. They also stack. To start off, with our Storm fan tier, you unlock our private members section of our Discord, which comes with a highlighted user profile and then some awesome badges and emotes for YouTube. Looking for sideboard help? Become a Stormtrooper, our middle tier, for 2 sideboard guides of your deck choice every single month, on top of 50% off donation decks. Did we mention you also get 10% off merchandise from our shop? With our top tier, the Combo Cabal, you get a free donation deck every single month, 15% off merchandise from our shop, early access to private deck lists, and the most valuable perk in my opinion, videos early. That's right, you heard it, early access to all videos. But maybe sweet perk, secret deck list, early access to videos isn't for you, but you'd still like to show your appreciation. Make sure to check out theepicstorm.com/shop for card singles and Storm swag. Please don't forget to use your membership discounts. Finally, if you want to see your combo deck here on this very YouTube channel, make sure to visit theepicstorm.com/donation decks, where all you have to do is attach your TXT file and pick a donation tier. With our Epic tier, you can even join me in a video to showcase your bold brew in person and explain the ins and outs of your strategy. Card availability won't be an issue due to our new sponsor, Card Hoarder. With Card Hoarder, renting is super easy. If you're looking to get into Magic Online, there isn't a better, more affordable solution than Card Hoarder. Fun fact, you can rent the Epic Storm for 7 tickets a week, which is just a great deal. There are many ways you can support us. Just pick whatever is best for you. In the meantime, let's play some Magic. Welcome to the first match. We're playing Pauper Twiddle Storm. I am so excited. But unfortunately, we've opened up a 0 lander. We have to mulligan. And now our only land is a Simic Growth Chamber going to 5. Yikes. Can we win on a mulligan to 4? I don't think so. I guess this is what we're doing. That's unfortunate. Out of the gates with a mulligan to 4. Yikes. Evolving Wilds pass. I guess on the bright side, this loss will be quick and we can go to post board. Sure, main deck Duress. This must be the Mogwarts or Goblin combo deck. I don't think Affinity plays main deck Duress. And they've taken our Merchant Scroll. Okay. Carnarium, and we'll just search up an island here. Okay. So we want to find a 4-mana enchantment right away. Draw, ding, ponder. These are all good. We're going to keep these. Okay, play the chamber, pick up the island, and pass the turn. They've replayed the bridge and they're passing. We're going to go get Psychic Puppetry. It might not look like it, but there's a chance we win this game. I mean, it's probably slim. But next turn we can play the enchantment, and then on the turn after we can look at potentially winning. Mulligan to 4, I would love to pull that off. Deadly Dispute. No Deadly Dispute. Okay. Our opponent has untapped with 3 mana. We have to hope to live for 2 full turn cycles here. And there's the Goblin Matron, which can go get Putrid Goblin, so we might just be dead. Skirk Prospector. Yeah, we're probably dead then. So I can either play my enchantment or I can tap down their Carnarium in their upkeep. But if I do that, I'm not advancing my game plan at all. So I need to just play the Dawn's Reflection here and pass, unfortunately, and hope that they don't have the combo. Because if I tap the Carnarium in their upkeep, I still can't win on my next turn anyway. There's the Prospector. I mean, this should be an easy win if they have the Putrid Goblin plus first day of class. They're going to attack for 1. We go to 19. Deadly Dispute, okay. Bajuka Bog, that doesn't matter here. It's a weird card to be playing in the Goblin combo deck. And they're passing, wow. Alright, so you're saying there's a chance. 23 minutes. Okay, we're going to Psychic Puppetry. Use the green. Brainstorm. So we didn't find an Ideas Unbound, which is what we were looking for there. I'm going to float a blue here and play the Growth Chamber, and then try to brainstorm away the island. Okay. Cast the Brainstorm. We hit Peer Through Depths, okay. What's more important here? A third Brainstorm or the Dream's Grip? Honestly, I feel like they're both not great. I think I'm going to try... So what putting Brainstorm on top 1 guarantees I hit an instant or sorcery, but I also feel like the Dream's Grip might help a little bit more for leveling up our land, so I'm going to keep that one around. We'll take Ponder here. Okay, still no Ideas Unbound quite yet. Let's cast the Ponder. We can shuffle those. Any order? Yes. Bing. Okay, let's cast this Ideas. Target. Okay. We hit Deep Analysis. So I'm going to tap my land for a bunch of mana here, and let's Dreamscript it to untap the land. I'm going to level up and play this Market Festival. So now our land taps for 6. So if I do, I can hardcast Deep Analysis floating 3. And if I do that, in Brick on an Arcane spell, I can Brainstorm, but I can't realistically flashback, I think. Okay, well, the Dreamscript means I can flashback now. Untap. Let's flashback the Deep Analysis. Targeting us, 16. Ooh, we hit Tolarian Winds. That's interesting. So let's cast this Brainstorm. And we will put... I think we put these 2 on top. Alright, we'll tap this for 6 mana. And Tolarian Winds for 5. Okay. Let's see if the snap resolves. And it does. They have 6 and we got rewarded. Alright, so... I'm going to stream a thought myself here to increase my odds of success. So I want to put back Peer, Ideas Unbound, and Stream a Thought. Let's Merchant Scroll, and we have to get Peer Through Depths. When you have double Psychic Puppetry, by the way, you can't untap the same permanent twice. It doesn't work like that. But what we can do is untap this other Karoo land. Okay. We hit Ideas Unbound. Let's put Merchant Scroll on the bottom and then any order. And then yes, yes. Okay. Tap for a whole bunch of mana. Ideas Unbound, Splice, Splice. Ooh. So we fizzled. We've already used the deep analysis. So I'm gonna have to discard my hand here. That's unfortunate. We were so close to a win. What's the play then? Okay. I think I'm just supposed to mill myself for as much as possible. Okay. Yes. Yes. Target myself again. Puppetry. Okay. Tap. Cancel. And now I believe we can copy this 4 times, which gets me almost all the way through my deck. Oh no, I can copy 5 times, my bad. Okay, so this gets me really close to being able to win. I might be able to win next turn, actually. So we're gonna have 2 random cards in our deck. And now I need to pick the right cards here. Ideas, Stream of Thought, Puppetry. Okay, we have to pass. I came so close. It's unfortunate. We almost got there on the mold of 4. Oh, we're definitely dead if this is their play. They picked up the Introduction of Prophecy. There's the Prospector. There's the Putrid Goblin. Okay, so now what they do is they sacrifice the Goblin, and now they can make infinite red mana, because it works a lot like the old Malira combo in Modern, where the +1/+1 counter negates the -1/1 counter. And then they showed us their win condition here. I'm not going to make them click through it. We can just go to the next game. All right, so sort of a bummer we fizzled there. Not the end of the world, but I would have loved to have won on a mold of 4. So we want the Hydro Blast for their Red Elemental Blast and to disrupt their combo. Same with these Dispels. So now we want to find 5 cards to take out. Sort of a tough ask. I think we can get rid of the Giga Draws, that's for sure. And then I wonder if you just like take out something like Ponder or Brainstorm, because everything else seems so vital. I think you need the Dreams Grips for speed. I think maybe it's just Ponder. I'm gonna try this. So close to winning on that mulligan to 4. Ugh. A little bit bummed about that. Okay. On the play. Sure, this seems okay. I mean, I don't love these streams because they basically make this hand a mulligan to 5, but we'll try it out. Mountain. They're passing the turn. Draw. Another Growth Chamber. Pick up our island and pass. Mountain. Or I'm sorry, Swamp. Ichor Wellspring. Draw. Merchant Scroll. So here we can go get our Psychic Puppetry. And I'm just going to pass, holding open the Hydroblast. Ideally, we would draw an untap land to be able to play the Dawn's Reflection, but if we don't, we can still play the other Growth Chamber, picking up the island. Okay, another Swamp. Chromatic Star, you got it. And they're just passing. So I think they're actually the ones playing defensively here. We drew a land, but it's a tap land. I'm going to target myself with this stream. Put back 2. And we'll play the Growth Chamber, picking up the island. Pass the turn. Deadly Dispute. Duress. We could be dead here. If they take the Psychic Puppetry, I would only have 1 left in my deck, which is kind of unfortunate. But I could shuffle them in with the Stream of Thought. And they took the enchantment. They can have immunity. That card doesn't matter. Carnarium, sure thing. Okay, I'm going to cast this Pier. Dispel, Dream Script, Snap, and another enchantment. I think we just take the Dispel. Okay, draw. And I'm just going to search out. We only have 4 basics in the deck, so I don't want to mill too many of them. I guess I actually don't want to... Okay, this was a play mistake in hindsight. I was supposed to play the Stream of Thought, so I should have played the island, so that way I could still have double counter up. You can have a Putrid Goblin. And a Goblin Matron. Picking up a Prospector. Okay, so we have 5 4-mana enchantments in our deck that we're drawing towards at the moment. Draw. Ash Barrens. We'll leave that up. And I'm just going to Stream of Thought myself. Okay. Put these enchantments back in the Stream of Thought. Pass the turn. Okay, first day class, they're going for it. Let's Dispel. They know that we have the Dispel off of the Pier, so this isn't a surprise to them. We'll attempt a Hydroblast. Okay. If they have another first day, we're also dead here. Prospector. Use the green we have floating. Go pull another basic out of the deck. Come on, give me 4-mana enchantment. They have 3 cards. Draw. Not quite. I'm gonna play the Boilerworks in case we draw a Tolarian Winds. I'm just gonna pass. Drawing a card off of the Chromatic Star. Okay, so we'll take 4 here, going to 12. Another Prospector. Come on, deck, please give me something good. Draw. There we go. I don't think it really matters how I cast this. Okay, let's add some blue and Ideas Unbound. Okay, we have some mana floating. Let's untap and level up our land. Alright, so now our land makes 6 mana. Pier. Stream of Thought, Brainstorm. I think it's just, it has to be the Brainstorm here. Cast it. Oh, you're kidding me. Jeez. We're just dead. Because even though I have to discard my hand, I put 2 cards on top, but we're just dead to the creatures on board because I can't draw through this. That's unfortunate. So you might be thinking like, hey, Bryant, you did this to yourself by discarding or getting rid of Muddle the Mixture. But I put in 4 Merchant Scroll in place of the Muddle. So the actual number of business spells did not change. So I think that this was just a little bit of bad beats here. Because like I didn't draw the Merchant Scrolls there either, which is just, you know, sometimes this stuff happens. But we're 0-1, plenty of Magic left to be played. If you haven't joined them already, I would recommend opening up our description down below and joining our 7 social media networks. They're each great in their own way, but I would strongly suggest joining our Discord server. In there, you will find others just like you looking to improve their Storm game and grow as a combo community. If you're a member of our YouTube channel, you should sync your account to Discord to unlock our private member section that has the latest and greatest deck lists, concepts, and much, much more. Let's get back to comboing out. Match number 2, we're on the play. Mulligan. Okay, I think we just get rid of the extra Karoo land here. Let's go. Pass. Basic Forest into Sentinel. Okay. So either mono green, aggro, or elves. You know, that was a pretty good draw. So the question is, do we cast Brainstorm now? So if we hit a Dreamscript off the Brainstorm, we could cast Festival next turn. I think I'm going to go for it. And I missed. Okay. Pass the turn. Nettle Sentinel gets in there. We go to 18. Warrior Ranger. That card is in both decks, both elves and mono green aggro. They replay the forest. Alright, so this is just mono green aggro. Draw. I think I'm just going to pass here. In their upkeep, we're going to Peer Through Depths. And let's tap that forest. I guess we'll take a Tolarian Winds here. Yes. They pick up their forest, replay it. And Rancor. Okay, so we're going to take 6 here, going down to 12. We would really like to be able to play the Market Festival this turn. So untap land or Dreamscript. Neither of those things. Let's ponder. I guess I could take the... I need to think about this. So next turn I could cast 3, 4. It doesn't work. I have to shuffle this. Okay, so we'll play this, pick up the island, and Brainstorm. All right, that was actually really good. We'll just put these 2 on top for now. Pass the turn. Rancor again. So right now they have 8 damage coming in. They can pick up their forest with the Quirion Ranger and play another land. So if this land can deal 4, we're dead. No blocks. We're at 4. Draw. Okay. Market Festival. Dreamscript to untap this Simic Growth Chamber. Let's add some blue mana. Ideas Unbound, untapping the enchanted land. Okay, so drawing another Dreamscript was pretty good here, because now we can level up our land again. And this is the nice thing about Dreamscript in this deck, is it really makes getting to this point in the game so much easier. Alright, Ideas Unbound. Untap our land that makes 6 mana. And our opponent just conceded. They had enough. Sort of a bummer that I didn't get to go through it, but it is what it is. So this is a matchup where Moment's Peace makes a lot of sense. We should probably bring that in. We don't really need the Giga Drows. We definitely want to keep Snap in the deck. So we want to find 2 more slots. Burn is not a deck that has a lot of reach in it, so you could board out Deep Analysis, which I don't hate, and then you might be able to shave like a single copy Merchant Scroll. Okay. A little bit slow, but I'm going to try it out. Opponent with a mulligan to 4. Okay, let's see what these 4 cards can do. Forest into what? Nothing. I love the Growth Chamber draw here. Okay, pass the turn. Burning Tree Emissary. And another Burning Tree. That's really good. I mean, this is your Multiforce start that you want. Okay, yeah, I mean, this is a pretty good start. Okay, so we have a snap I can go get. I think I'm just going to go do that. So we'll take 7 here, going to 13. They drew a land. Draw. Ooh. Okay, so I can pick up the Barons here. Snap to bounce this. Untap. I've played my land, yeah. Let's brainstorm. I want to get rid of this Stream of Thought, and honestly, I think the other brainstorm. Alright, so let's cycle this for a green. Go grab the forest, and then cast Ponder. I don't even know if this helps. It's probably fine. So if you think about how this game plays out, next turn we're playing a 4-mana enchantment. So we're going to take 2 here, going to 11. Our opponent's going to replay their 5-power creature. So, I mean, I could be close to death. And there it goes. They have 1 card in hand. Play the Dawn's Reflection and pass. So we go to 6. One has 2 cards. Another Burning Tree Emissary. And another Bayou Groff, I'm sorry. Okay, so we have a couple options here. We don't actually have to go for it. We could also just like double time walk them with this Moment's Peace and just set up a bunch, which I don't hate. Honestly, I don't feel like wasting time. I'm gonna go for it. I just want to get the show on the road. Okay, let's pick up this forest. Tap this. Dawn's Reflection. Ideas Unbound. Now our land taps for 6. Okay. I think I'm gonna Ponder first. Shuffle that. They conceded. I don't know why they were so fast to concede. Let's brainstorm. So we would have hit Pier. Let's see if I'm allowed to draw 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I would have hit another Pier, which would have hit a Pier through Depths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which would have hit a Brainstorm. 1, 2, 3. Which would have hit another Pier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which would have hit an Ideas Unbound. Okay, so I think we probably would have won this. But regardless, our opponent was very fast to concede, and we are now 1-1. Playing your favorite combo deck in Paper just got so much easier with the Epic Storm Mini Token Pack. You can pick one up at theepicstorm.com/shop for $13. It includes 64 double-sided mini tokens. That's 128 tokens total. And they include 10 black, 10 blue, 10 red, 5 green, 5 white, 3 colorless, 20 storm counters. That means that you can count your way all the way up to 20 for Grape Shot, everyone's favorite Stormwind condition, a Galvanic Relay Exile Indicator, 4 treasure tokens for Strike It Rich, and then 10 monk tokens for our vintage friends. It also has Slime Time Live, Ave Progenitor Ooze tokens with the power and toughness already built in to make playing in paper so much easier. No fumbling around with dice. We've got you covered. Make sure to go grab those if you're playing Modern. And then Squirrels versus Goblins, Chatterstorm versus Empty the Warrens, the Battle of the Ages. You definitely need 20 Squirrel tokens and 20 Goblin tokens. You're going to love this mini token pack, I promise. And once again, you can grab that at theepicstorm.com/shop. Match number 3. Let's get another win. I'd like that. Can I keep this? I think that this is probably fine. Just going to bottom the Evolving Wilds. Alright, Ponder. Don't need any of that shuffle. Merchant Scroll's decent. We're really looking for a 4-mana enchantment here. Basic Forest into Utopia's Frost. So likely Bogles, which means that this snap is a dead card. Cycle. Grab the forest. Draw. Okay. A lot of lands. I might actually Merchant Scroll for a Brainstorm here. There's this Slippery Bogle. And the Ledgewalker. Draw. That was a good one. So I think I'm supposed to... Tough call. Alright, I think that changes things. I'm supposed to get Pier now. And I'm going to pull a land out of my deck with the Evolving Wilds. Alright, so we have turn 4 Market Festival, so we have to live 2 more turns to try to win this. Our opponent just let us know how much they love Merchant Scroll. Respect. Alright, so we're taking 4 here, draw. Okay, put the Market Festival on our Boilerworks and pass the turn. Okay. The Pilgrim, that's a creature that I can snap. Love it. And they picked up an Ethereal Armor. Okay. Draw. Dream Script. Let's start off on the Pier. Cast it. Come on, Noemi's. We picked up another Pier. Any order, untap. Add some red. Pier. Untap. Red. Brainstorm or Deep Analysis? That's actually a pretty interesting question. Because the Deep Analysis goes 4 deep. I think that's probably actually the correct choice. Okay, so we'll add 4 mana like this. Use up the green. Hardcast Deep. Alright, no payoff there. Okay, time to flashback, targeting us. We hit another Pier. So we can untap. And let's cast another Pier through Depths. Okay, it's from 6. Tolarian Winds or Ideas Unbound. So Winds would actually be kind of insane here. The fear is that we don't have a Psychic Puppetry lined up. So I think I'm just going to take the Ideas. So we would untap. We could make some mana, but then we'd have to pray to draw into another Puppetry. I just feel like the Ideas is a lot safer. Although I do love a lot of the, like, if I really wished I got to take 4 of those 5. Okay. Ideas. And we just fizzled. Ah, great. Wow. It's twice so far. Does this deck not have enough draw spells in it? They have Ethereal Armor in hand. I think I'm just dead here. So we can bounce the Pilgrim. Untap. Might as well play a land. We've already used the Deep Analysis, so I can't do that again. It's possible that our deck just needs more draw spells in it. I don't know. Like, I shouldn't be fizzling like this. I've actually only cast one idea, so maybe I keep this. Alright, let's mill our deck a little bit. Okay, let's put some Arcane Spells back in now. Stream of Thought again. Okay. Discard 3. I mean, I think I'm just dead from 9, though. Like, they picked up Ethereal Armor, so I should just be dead here. 7, 8. Do you have another enchantment? Played with my heart. I want to see what my top card is. Draw. Alright, we weren't going to get that anyway. That's really unfortunate. So maybe it's possible that we need to switch out some of the cards in this deck for more draw spells. I'm not sure. It just feels really disappointing to keep on fizzling mid-combo. But for now, let's board in the Moments Piece. Snap can go, so can the Giga Drowse. And then let's try cutting a Twiddle. Alright. Can't keep that. I mean, it's technically a hand, but it's really dicey. Okay, and they kept 7. Turn 1 Ponder. Sure, let's keep it. We have Brainstorm plus Shuffle effect. I guess the Shuffle effect is slow, though, so is that even good enough? Maybe I should have just shuffled the Ponder. Draw. Brainstorm. Ooh, we hit the Karoo. Okay. Pick this up. So now we need to find an enchantment. Utopia Sprawl. 2 mana floating. Cartouche. Alright, so we're going to take 2 here. I'm going to draw the Ideas Unbound, and then I'm going to peer to clear the top. No enchantment in there, and we got to pick up a Puppetry. So what I really want to do now is brainstorm into one of the 4 mana enchantments, and we did. Okay, Stream of Thought on top. I've played my land, we just have to pass. Alright, opponent has 4 cards. Ancestral Mask. Oh no, Ethereal Armor. So I'm taking 13 here, and I cannot win the game, so I think I'm actually just dead. I guess I could ponder into Moments Piece. So I know that my top card is a dead card, so I'm going to shuffle here. And ponder. None of these are Moments Piece. Shuffle. Damn. Alright, they kicked my butt. We are now 1 and 2. Hey, you're still watching. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe. If you're looking to make a purchase from Card Hoarder, TCG Player, or Amazon, and are looking to support us, you can open up our description down below, and in there you will find our affiliate links. Those same links are found on the homepage of the Epic Storm. But that's not all. We've included a Card Hoarder button on our website that will load the Epic Storm in your Card Hoarder cart to make life simple for you. Match number 4 on the play. Sure, why not? We'll try this out. Okay, Evolving Wilds, shuffle, or I'm sorry, just grab our island here. And pass the turn. We'd like to find a Karoo land off this ponder. They suspend Rift Bolt, so our opponent's on burn. Ponder. We found it. It's actually a fairly good ponder. Play the chamber, pick up the island, and pass. So this is the sort of hand right here where you'd really love to have a dream script to accelerate into this market festival. But we don't have one, which means we can't play the market festival until turn 4, which could be too slow against the burn deck. Well, they're an epic here. Draw. Pass the turn. I think I'm going to try to tap a mountain in their upkeep. I know that they have the blood token, but it forces them to use the mana now. And they're going to bolt me, okay. Guess we take the pier. Okay, so we're at 12. I'm nervous because we have to live an entire full turn cycle after casting one of our enchantments. I'm at 11. I'm at 8. I could just be dead. Draw. Ooh, does that do anything? Makes 1 mana. I don't know if that's relevant. I guess it means that I'm not dead to bolt effect plus fire blast. I guess I still am dead to that, even if they replay this. I don't know. Okay, we'll bounce it. So in theory, I could put the Market Festival on an island, but I don't think you can actually like win that way unless you hit the like absolute nuts off the Ideas Unbound. I'm just going to take the practical line here and pass the turn. Come on, no Fire Blast, please. Well, Darren Epic here, okay. So I'll go to 7 here. The Lightning Bolt, I go to 4. I mean, if you have the Fire Blast, just kill me. And they do. It's not been a pretty one so far, that's for sure. So we want these weathers. We possibly want the Hydro Blast as well, but that's 6 cards, which is a lot. Taking out the Giga Drows. I think we could take out the Dream Scripts and just like play to our deck being a little bit slower. It's slower, but we're more interactive. Then I think we can cut the Deep Analysis. It's the Deep Analysis or the Snap. I think I'm going to keep the Snap. Game 2 on the play versus burn. Unfortunately, we cannot keep this. This seems fine. We just get rid of one of the Merchant Scrolls here. Keep. Alright, Ash Barrens and pass the turn. Mountain Pass. Draw. Float a colorless. Let's play this Growth Chamber, pick up the Ash Barrens, and cycle it for an island. Pass. Thermo Alchemist. Draw. That would have been perfect if it was the enchantment because we could snap into the enchantment. I think we're going to snap anyway just to buy some time. Ponder. There's the enchantment. Okay, we're just going to pass. We'll counter the Alchemist. So now we're drawing the Karoo Land. We have Weather the Storm on top, which is a card I'm not sure if we actually want. So I'm just going to cast this Merchant Scroll. Go get a Pier. And pass the turn. Darren Epicure. And Alchemist. Okay. Draw. Another enchantment. Pass the turn. Please don't kill me from 19. Okay. Needle drop. And an attack for 1. We go to 16. We have 4 cards in hand. Chain Lightning. I would now like to copy Skewer the Critics. If their last card is Fire Blast, I'm actually dead here from 19 life. Okay. Let's level up our land. Peer through depths and untap our land. Take a Brainstorm. Alright. Play the Growth Chamber, pick up the island. Tap for a whole bunch of mana. Brainstorm. Put these back. Merchant Scroll. Let's go get Pier number 4. Okay. Grab the Ideas Unbound. Here again. Let's grab Merchant Scroll, I guess. Here again. Making sure that I spliced that correctly. Grab the Tolarian Winds. So much mana. Ideas Unbound. Hi-oh! Okay. And now we get to double splice. Now we're doing the thing. This is what we've been waiting for my entire life. Just to cast Arcane Spells and untap lands. Let's level up our land. Okay. Another Ideas Unbound here. 28 cards left in deck. I actually haven't hit a, what is it called? A stream? Let's shuffle this. Brainstorm. Let's get rid of these lands. Stream targeting us. We'll copy 3 times, why not? Put a playset of Ideas Unbound back in the deck. Ideas, stream, peer. Here, okay. All right, 23 cards now. Let's brainstorm. We'll put Psychic Puppetry on top. And this Merchant Scroll. And let's cast the Tolarian Winds. There we go. Look at that. Only 13 cards left. So we'll level up our land a little bit more. Ideas, untap it. Alright, so we're in the endgame now, where we just have to make our land make a bunch of mana. Okay. 9 cards left in the deck. I'm gonna brainstorm. Level up our land again. Stream. We'll do 4 at them, 4 at us. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Okay. Where's the other stream of thought? There it is. Well, they had 2 Fire Blast on top of their deck. Okay, so we're at 14 minutes. I'm doing okay on time. They have 44 cards in deck. I just realized I misplayed on this Market Festival a little bit. It's fine. Not the end of the world. Alright, so now we have no deck. Okay, let's return some cards. All right, so they have 20 cards left. Oh, I'm going to need to return Weather the Storm. That's right. Okay. Well, Ideas Unbound again. Stream of Thought them for the rest of their deck. Storm 30, no big deal. Okay, we're down to 12 minutes. Weather. We're just going to cast a Pier. Grab a Weather the Storm. Cast Weather. Hit the F6 key. Okay. And our opponent's conceded. So we're off to game 3 now. I think I'm just going to resubmit the same list. Can't afford to keep this. I think this hand's just too slow. Much better. Okay, we'll get rid of the Evolving Wilds and the Merchant Scroll. Realistically, we're going to need to get a little bit lucky to win this. Draw. Just going to be lazy and main phase this. Okay, pass. Lightning bolt me. You got it. Ouch, 15 life. And another bolt. I think I'm going to shuffle with the scroll here. Just grab a Hydroblast. Thermal Alchemist, 2 cards left in hand, and a Gitu Lava Runner. So what will deal me more damage, this Thermal Alchemist or the Lava Runner? I think it's honestly the Lava Runner. Draw. Let's kill the Lava Runner. Ponder. We want to find Weather the Storm. Another Hydroblast is interesting. I think I'm going to shuffle. Awkward. Alright, pass the turn. Am I dead? Lava Spike? Is your last card Fire Blast? Or I guess it's just any burn spell. Alright, so we're now 1-3. Womp womp. And for what it's worth, the decision on the Hydroblast didn't matter. They both dealt me a bunch of damage. Let's see if the Brainstorm could have found the Weather next turn. So I guess I could have held Hydroblast specifically for Fire Blast. I was at -1. So I still would have been dead because they missed the attack here, plus the Lava Runner would still put me to 0. Okay, it just didn't matter. 1-3. If you're looking for more great Magic the Gathering content, definitely check out the Eternal Glory podcast. It is myself, Bryant Cook, alongside Brian Koval and Phil Gallagher. We primarily discuss Legacy. That said, a lot of what we talk about transcends all formats. We're available on all major podcast platforms. Alright, the 5th and final match. Let's see if we can get 50 play points back. No lands equals no keeps. I guess so. I don't love this. Keep. Okay, turn 1 island and pass the turn. Okay, so we're facing Faeries. Let's brainstorm. I think I actually like the other Karoo Land against the blue deck. I'm going to upkeep Cycle. We can just grab an island here. Pick up this and pass the turn. Okay, Terramorphic Expanse. And Fairy Seer. So we can use the snap here to accelerate into the Dawn's Reflection. The problem, I mean, we want Dawn's Reflection to resolve. The problem here, though, is that we're not really close to being able to win the game. So we'll bounce the Faeries here. Okay. And play the Dawn's Reflection. Another Terramorphic Expanse. And they're just going to pass the turn. I mean, we're just fine playing Letting Go. Although, admittedly, with the way that this game played out, I would rather have had Tolarian Winds in hand than these other cards. Fairy Seer's back. Okay. So we do have an ace in our deck, which would be the Giga Drowse, because we could tap down our opponent's stuff. Sort of playing towards that, but we're also pretty far away from being able to do anything meaningful, in my opinion. Fairy Seer gets in. Moon Circuit Hacker. Okay. So another Fairy Seer. Yep. We're not in a good spot here. All right, let's cycle the Ash Barrens. Draw. I'm going to try to resolve this. I actually would like if that got countered. It did not happen. Okay. Let's attempt the Brainstorm, see if that resolves. And it does. See if we can resolve Ponder Shuffle. We found the Giga Drowse. Okay. That changes things a little bit. Play this Growth Chamber, pick up the island. We're just going to pass the turn. Okay, so our opponent getting in for 4. We'll follow the 14. Ninja the Deep Hours. So many triggers. Discards Augur Bolas. So we have 6 blue. I think we just passed the turn. I'm sorry, we have 5 blue. Alright, we're at 10. And now we take an attack for 4. I'm sorry, for 5. Going down to 5. Discards another Augur of Bolas. Fairy Seer, that's fine. Okay, end step, let's add some blue. Giga Drowse. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So they can counter a few of these and then leave up a couple blue mana. But it's up to us to try to figure out a way around that. So our opponents cast a counter spell. Still 4 of these on the stack. Okay. I don't think I misclicked on that, but it looked like I might have. Draw. I'm going to try to start off on a Brainstorm here. Attempt a Tolarian Winds. Oh, I just realized that was all 3 Stream of Thoughts. I didn't even realize that. We literally cannot win the game. Wow, I'm an idiot. Even if this resolves, I can't win. I can't believe I just discarded all 3 copies of Stream of Thought. That's just bad play. Alright, let's just go to the next one. I punted that. That was just really poor. Okay, so we want the Prohibits, Dispel. Let's get rid of Snap and these Dream Script. Want the Giga Drowse. Okay, try this again. Game 2 versus Faeries. Sure, let's try it. Island and pass the turn. Board. Growth Chamber. I like the Market Festival draw. That was a very good one. And they're just passing. Replay the island. Let's Merchant Scroll here. I'm gonna save the Brainstorm. I don't know if... I guess I could have gotten rid of the Stream of Thought. Just gonna pick up a Psychic Puppetry and pass. Maybe I should have played the Brainstorm there, in hindsight. Their own copy of Brainstorm. It's been so long since I've played this deck, I feel like perhaps some of my rust is showing, if I'm being completely honest. Cycles Ash Barrens. Forward. And they're just holding open some sort of counter spell here. I'm a little afraid to just jam this into open mana. Ponder. Let's cast that. Ooh. Alright, I'm going to play the Boilerworks here, pick up the island. And then we have to go to discard. Or I could try to play the Brainstorm and just accept that it's going to be countered. I think I might like that. Let's try this out. Ah, resolved. Okay, we'll talk 2 lands here. And actually, I can just discard a land. I don't need this forest. And our opponent terrified to tap out. And I thought I stacked that differently. I thought I put the island on top. I wasn't expecting to draw the chamber here. Okay. Fairy Seer finally hits the table. They have a clock. Draw. Giga Drowse, that's a good one. Okay, pick up the island, and we're just going to discard the Stream of Thought. Opponent consistently hitting all their land drops. Ninja. Okay. This might be a window for me. I'm going to attempt to tap these 2. Whoops, wrong card. Giga Drowse. Tap the other one. Okay. Draw. Alright, this is our spot. Dispel. Alright, we've created our opening. Let's see if I can capitalize. Another Dispel. Ideas Unbound. Okay, so I can make another mana here with this Peer Through Depths. Grab another Peer. And we'll Peer Through Depths again. Take the Ponder, I suppose. I'm going to play this Market Festival. It could come back to bite me in the butt, but I'm going to play it anyway. Ponder. I think I'll actually take this Stream. Now we can Merchant Scroll. Go get a Peer. Cast the Peer. Grab the Ideas. And then tap this. Let's pull a land out of the deck. And then Stream. Ideas. Stream of Thought. Peer Through Depths. And Ideas Unbound. Okay. Let's go grab that other basic island out of the deck. Ideas Unbound. So you're saying there's a chance. Okay, Pier. I think we have to take the Ponder. Okay, play another Dawn's Reflection. Ponder. I think I'm going to keep both of these and then draw the Deep Analysis. Tap for mana. Let's deep. And then Pier. Take the Ideas Unbound. Okay. Play the Market Festival. Come on, Ideas Unbound. I imagine I have a Brainstorm somewhere in the deck. I do. Okay, so let's cast the Brainstorm. Those two can go back on top. Oh no, is that my last stream of thought again? I think it might be. It is. Alright, so I have to do this a little bit differently than how I was planning. Them. What? No! Oh my god, I just did it again. I clicked through the OK. I don't have another stream of thought in my deck. This game was won and I just threw it away. I'm so sorry. It's really disappointing. Like this game I had won, I just had to finish winning. I'm so sorry about that. So we finished 1-4. So this is what we played today. I don't think that this list was perfect, if I'm being completely... I mean, you could tell I went 1-4, right? So in between rounds, I was working on this list where we have Preordain. Callicles from the Storm Discord recently went 5-0 with 4 Preordain, but said that they didn't love it. So the one thing that Preordain does that I think is pretty interesting is it allows a lot of consistency, both pre-combo and mid-combo at finding your Ideas Unbound, but also your peer through depths. It's just worth something considering. You have Snap here as a 3 of to slow your opponent down, because this deck I think is just like maybe a touch too slow for Pauper. It's like a turn 4.5 deck, which is probably not fast enough without snaps. I was relatively unimpressed with the Dream Scripts. I thought I would like them more, and then they just ended up being pretty stinky. So instead, we're converting those Dream Script slots into Preordains and cutting some of the cute cards out of the deck, like the main deck Gigadrows and what was the other thing? One of the Chalarian Winds. I don't know if this is like a deck you really want to be playing. It's certainly a fun deck. I really like playing it when I'm not misclicking. But I think Merchant Scroll's a really interesting place to be. It might be better as, what is it called? Muddle the Mixture? I'm not sure. You might notice that this list here doesn't have Evolving Wilds, because when you're at a bunch of Preordains, you want more untapped blue sources. So this list has 18 lands. Another thought you could do is cut the Merchant Scrolls all together and then put in Reach Through Mists. But your curve gets really low then, but you struggle to find Psychic Puppetry or the Chalarian Winds. You might as well not even play Chalarian Winds at that point, in my opinion. And if you're going to run a bunch of one-drop cantrips, you could even, I mean, this is going to sound insane, you could look at potentially running less lands so that way you don't fizzle as much mid-combo. I mean, 18 was pretty low, especially with 6 crews. You saw how often I mulliganed. But it's just something worth thinking about. I hope you enjoyed the video despite my record. I really do love playing this deck. It's just, I'm so rusty. I haven't played it in months. I'm sorry I let you down. Really am. Well, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day not watching me play like garbage. Thanks, take care, and see ya. Hey, Bryant Cook here. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe, but also follow the social media channels down below. If you want to support this content directly, I would recommend going to theepicstorm.com/shop. And if you need a little bit of assistance with the Epic Storm to get to that next level, I would recommend going to theepicstorm.com/tutoring. don't worry, there's more great content coming right up.